Munkahadának a lépése dobog, zendülő ének az égre lobog.
Good morning and welcome back. So we are in Tokaj now and we are leaving. Everything's packed up, ready to go. So today we're gonna head south for a little bit and go to this one place I want to go see called, I think it's called Harangáz. I don't know, from there. And then we are then going to head west and go into Budapest. There's a couple things, several things I want to see in Budapest, and I hear it's an incredible city. I was there for about 12 hours one time, very quick day trip. And so I want to go back and see more of it. So the weather looks amazing, not a cloud in the sky. And it's supposed to be like 85 degrees, so it's going to be a hot day. But we'll be on the motorcycle for most of it and see the Hungarian countryside. Okay, we are in Tokaj and we are headed out. I love these little alleyways. It's cool, very cool. So I walked down here last night. It's a cute little town. And a lot of pizza places. So I didn't eat down here. I ate the other way on the water, which was really nice. But this is a cute town, and too, if you're into wine, that's cool too. So, you guys okay? Let's go see if these guys need help. Are you guys okay? You guys need help? You're good? Okay. I think he's waiting for somebody, not for... Yeah, I think they're waiting for people. And they're just waiting for people. I always like to make sure that we never leave a motorcyclist on the side of the road, even if you're in Tokaj or Tokaj. No matter what, you don't leave a motorcyclist on the side of the street. Let's finally get out of town. We're making our way. Well, we're making our way out of town, but as you can see, slowly. So we stopped in a town. I'm gonna butcher this more than anything else I've butchered yet so far on this trip. Hajdúszoboszló. I know it's wrong. We were not that far away and I wanted to come see these. So this is kind of the bell house, and a Hungarian artist back in the 80s, she had patented a unique bell design. One, it's made out of an aluminum alloy versus I think the other ones are made out of generally copper. So these are made out of aluminum alloy. But also what makes them unique about these bells are these slits and these holes. And so it makes a different tone compared to the bells that have been traditionally made. Kind of a unique design to this artist. And this bell here was actually produced for the World's Fair or the World's Expo that was supposed to happen in 1986 but got canceled. But that's the bell that was supposed to be for it. So this artist died in 1986 and she donated her collection of about 50 bells to her native town, and they put them on display. I think it's really pretty. It's a neat display here, and they are really pretty bells. And so the other thing I found interesting, and I just learned as I was pulling up information on this in this town, I kind of ran into like a aqua town, or because there's like aqua spas and water parks and all kinds of stuff. So I think this location, it's a big kind of a resort destination town, especially in the summer. It is hot, and so for kids and families to come get out of the heat a little bit and come do spas and come do water parks and that kind of stuff. So kind of run into a town. But that side tangent. The other thing I learned is we're in the Great Hungarian Plain. And so I was riding around and I'm like, it's kind of, you know, And I'm like, I was literally thinking as I was driving here, it's kind of like Kansas. It's flat, it's kind of yellowish, either from the corn or from, because we're coming in late in the season, it's kind of starting to die a little bit. The corn or the dying stalks, or these are kind of sunflowers. It's kind of blah. And so I was like, this is not the Hungary I expected. We're in the Great Hungarian Plain, and it's this massive plain, and it goes up into Ukraine and Slovakia and all that kind of stuff. So we're in this huge plain, which actually then turns into being an incredible opportunity for agriculture, which there's a ton of it, so you'll see. But found that fascinating because as I was riding through here, I was like, huh, it's kind of flat. Now we know why. So let's get back on the road. We got to make our way into Budapest, where our Airbnb is, and we're gonna go see some sights in Budapest. We might make one more stop near Budapest for one more thing today, and then we'll find our Airbnb, but we need to get back on the road. Let's get going. Let's make our way out of here. You can definitely tell we're in kind of a little resort town with the fact of there's little trains and everybody's in swimwear, a little walkway. I saw people with like floaties in the shape of a big swan or a flamingo. Although look at this house. They kind of got it blocked off so you can't see what they want you to pay. I'm okay just to drive by it. And I wonder if this is the same. This has got to be all the same water park. No, different water park. It's huge. They must have really cheap water here. Make our way out of town and let's get out of here. If you can tell, but this is one of the roughest roads I have ever ridden on that wasn't dirt.
I've had dirt that was smoother than this. I can't figure out why it's so rough. Because I don't see a lot of big vehicles on there turn it up, or big depressions on the side where the big tires have pushed into it. It's just a bad road. Oh. Even the signs acknowledge it. To the victor come the monuments, and I thought this was a really interesting place to stop, because in the US there's a big discussion and movement to replace a lot of the monuments of the Confederate generals. So we are at Memento Hill, and at the collapse of the Soviet Union, the USSR, in 1989, cities were left with communist statues and propaganda and monuments that they didn't have anything to do with. But they have taken down all the communist statues and put up statues that are more relevant to Hungary now. So this is super fascinating. And they're really cool. I'm gonna go show you a couple of them. There's one I really want to show you. So let's go take a look. What's interesting is that they have, in this museum, they've recreated Stalin's boots, and you can see them right outside the gate. So in 1958, the Hungarian Revolution began, and a 8-meter, about 25 feet, statue of Lenin was in the middle of Budapest, and the Hungarian Revolution went to that, and that was a rallying point, and they started tearing it down. It broke in half, and the only thing left were the boots. Now, the communist regime, they kind of trampled down on the revolt, but what got left were Stalin's boots, and those boots became a rallying cry for Hungary, for their independence. And so this outdoor museum recreated those boots as a unifying message. How cool is that? That was really cool, and in light of some of the actions going on in the US about removing some of the monuments and renaming military bases, I thought it was really cool. Let's start making our way to the Airbnb, because we are in Budapest. I try to fly under the radar, don't tell the press that I'm coming. You know, I try to be and just kind of slide in, but apparently somebody leaked it, and now Budapest has decided to throw me a party, a huge party with fireworks and everything. So they are celebrating St. Stephen's Day today. It's one of the largest fireworks displays in Hungary. And so St. Stephen was their last grand emperor, I believe the grand emperor, in about the year 1000. So we're gonna sit and watch some fireworks. super cool. And I was debating to come down or not. I was like, do I go all the way down there? It's like, it's gonna take me a half hour to get down there, half hour to get back. I'm gonna walk to 10 minutes. I have to deal with all these people for a 30-minute show. I am so glad I came. This is part of the reason why I travel. It is to come see country celebrations, come see what they value, come see what's important and what they celebrate. So I'm glad I came.